Hello and welcome to City Talk. I'm your host, Leisha Utsi. As the City of Columbia and its residents continue to rebuild after the flood of October 2015, small business owners are doing the same. In an effort to help small business owners, the Office of Business Opportunities has announced the Small Business Disaster Recovery Program, and grant funds are available.
We have recently launched the Small Business Disaster Recovery Loan Program. You know, as we all know, the flooding back in October had a tremendous negative impact on not only residents in our community, but also the business community. And, you know, the businesses have a couple of different resources that they can go to help. One is FEMA, and we encouraged everyone to apply with FEMA. Also the SBA, the Small Business Administration, they have been doing loans for businesses as well. But there still is a tremendous need out there. You know, there's a lot of businesses who either, you know, weren't successful going through those processes, or, you know, with the timing of it didn't go very well for them or whatever. So there still is a need for assistance. So what we've done is we've developed this program. It's a short-term gap finance. Well, not really gap financing. It's a short-term financing program to help them meet some of the expenses, some of the needs that they have coming out of losses they incurred from the flood. What we're making the program available for is people who have inventory needs, equipment needs, working capital, payroll, cleanup or repair to their spaces. You know, there were a lot of different things that happened to businesses as a result of the flooding. You know, some of them actually had physical damage from the flood because of water in their locations. For others, it was lost revenue from being closed, you know, because roads were closed and so people couldn't get there. There was boil water advisory for a long time. So for those kinds of reasons, a lot of businesses suffered direct physical damage. Others maybe were a little luckier on that front, but then they were closed for a long time due to some of the other issues, and so we're making it available for that as well. So if you had lost revenue from that, you can use that for this. Payroll, if you had employees you weren't able to pay, and then if you suffered physical losses to your space or to your equipment or to your inventory, you can use it for that as well. We're looking for businesses that are located in the City of Columbia. We are looking for, we do require that they have at least applied with FEMA for assistance. They don't have to have been directly assisted by FEMA, but at least have applied. And then, so you have to be in the city, you have to have applied to FEMA, and you have to have losses that were not covered by an existing insurance policy. Okay. So that's really what we're looking for, is to come in there to assist with needs that were not covered by any other source of funding that you might have had out there, whether it was FEMA, whether it was SBA, whether it was a personal insurance policy. Borrowers are eligible for up to $10,000. It can be less than that, but the maximum is $10,000. And the way we have it structured, it is a loan. However, we're doing a 3-month grace period, a 3-month deferment period before you have to go into repayment, and then it's a 2-year repayment process, and it is interest-free. So it's an interest-free loan. Well, we're taking applications now. The deadline, and I know it's kind of a short turnaround, but just kind of based on our funding source, we have a little quicker timetable to get this out. Our deadline is February 17th. And then what's going to happen from there is when you submit the application, our committee is going to meet in late February to review them and determine who's going to get funding, and then we will award the funds in March. There's a couple of different options. One is you can go to the City of Columbia website, and actually if you go to the OBO page on the City of Columbia website, the Office of Business Opportunities, it's columbiasc.net/OBO. There's information about it there. You can also call me directly. My number is 803-545-3259, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. But the flooding had such a negative impact on so many people and so many businesses, but you know, as the mayor always says, it was a great opportunity where the community really came together and really showed how strong the community is. And I think what we're trying to do with this is to recognize that there are still businesses out there that are doing the best that they can, and you know, they've done amazing things as far as being able to come back and reopen, but that there are still needs where, you know, they still need a push, they still need some help, and we want to do what we can to keep them in business, keep them in the City of Columbia, and to assist them however we can with that. Take advantage of this program. I know that there's a lot of people out there who have the need, and I know it is a loan program, and I've gotten a lot of questions about that, but it is an interest-free loan program, so it certainly is it's a good thing to really help meet some of those needs that you still have. You know, I talk to people all the time, and they've done work on their space, they've gotten it back open, they've gotten back in, but they're still having cash flow issues because of being shut down for a while, and you know, they're having to figure out how to pay employees, how to purchase inventory, all that sort of thing. Take advantage of this program. It can really help you meet some of those needs.
Thank you, Paul, for sharing that great information for our small business owners here in Columbia. If you would like more information about the Small Business Disaster Recovery Program, visit our website at columbiasc.net. And for any information regarding this interview, call Public and Media Relations at 545-3020.